Be honest with yourself for a second. How many hours did your phone screen time report tell you wasted today? Was it 3 hours, 4, maybe 5? And before you try to rationalize it by telling yourself you were being productive or just unwinding, let's cut the BS. You weren't researching quantum physics or building a business. You were mindlessly scrolling through short-form videos in a loop of digital garbage that left you feeling hollow than when you started. The worst part is you know it. You feel that heavy, sluggish fog settling into your brain every single time you finally close the app, but instead of changing anything, you just unlock your phone 5 minutes later and do it all over again. We live in an era where everyone complains about having no time, yet we gladly hand over 4 or 5 hours a day to glowing rectangles designed by teams of psychologists to exploit our attention spans. You say you want to learn a skill, start a project, or get your life together, but your actions scream otherwise. You aren't lacking time, you're lacking control. And until you admit that your phone addiction isn't just a quirky little habit, but a massive anchor dragging your entire life down, nothing is ever going to change. Let's talk about why this happens, because it's not just about willpower. Willpower is a finite resource that burns out the second you feel tired or stressed. The apps you use every single day are engineered to bypass your logic and flood your brain with cheap, frictionless dopamine. Every swipe is a slot machine pull. You're hoping for a jackpot of entertainment, but all you get is a depleted attention span, a ruined sleep schedule, and a gnawing sense of regret. You think you're resting, but doomscrolling isn't rest. True rest refreshes you. Scrolling drains you. It leaves you too exhausted to work on your actual goals, but weirdly wired enough that you can't sleep. It's a vicious cycle, and the only way out of it is to stop playing a game rigged against you. Of course, recognizing the trap is only half the battle. The real problem starts when you try to fix it and fail because your strategy is garbage. You make dramatic declarations like, "I'm deleting all my social media and locking my phone in a safe forever," and then you last for exactly 36 hours before having a minor mental breakdown and downloading everything back out of sheer withdrawal. Extreme cold turkey rarely works because modern life requires technology. You can't just pretend the digital world doesn't exist. Instead of relying on a burst of motivation that will inevitably fizzle out, you need systems. Systems create friction where you want to stop bad habits and remove friction where you want to start good ones. If you want to stop being chronically online, you have to make being online annoying. Start with the basics. Turn your entire phone screen grayscale. Do you know how boring an iPhone looks when it has zero color? It instantly strips away half the dopamine hit. Move your most addictive apps off your home screen and bury them inside nested folders on the third page where you actually have to search for them manually. Turn off every single notification except direct human calls and messages. Your phone shouldn't be buzzing every 3 minutes to tell you that some random brand posted a meme or a game wants you to collect your daily reward. You're letting algorithms dictate your attention like a puppy chasing a laser pointer. Take the remote control back. Another massive trap is the illusion of productivity disguised as scrolling. You tell yourself you're being smart because you follow creators who post productivity tips, business advice, or coding tutorials. You watch video after video about how to change your life, and because it feels educational, your brain tricks you into thinking you actually accomplished something. Spoiler alert, watching someone else talk about working out for 20 minutes does not give you muscle mass. Watching a tutorial on how to start a business while lying in bed eating snacks does not launch a company. Consumption is not creation. In fact, passive consumption is just procrastination wearing a smart-looking disguise. It gives you the dopamine hit of progress without requiring a single ounce of actual effort. You feel productive while remaining entirely stagnant. So how do you break this permanently? You swap passive consumption for active creation. The next time you find yourself automatically reaching for your phone out of sheer boredom, catch yourself mid-motion. Ask yourself a simple, brutal question. What am I actually trying to escape right now? Because procrastination and scrolling are almost always avoidance mechanisms. You're dodging a hard task, a boring assignment, or the uncomfortable reality of where you are in life. Once you identify the discomfort you're running from, sit with it for 60 seconds. Don't grab your phone. Don't open a tab. Just let the boredom wash over you until your brain realizes there is no emergency escape hatch, and the only way forward is to do the work. And look, I'm not saying you have to become a monk who lives in a cabin with a flip phone. Technology is an incredible tool if you use it intentionally. You can learn almost anything for free online, connect with brilliant people, and build things that didn't exist 20 years ago. The internet is a goldmine if you use it as a workbench, but it's a graveyard if you use it as a living room. The choice is entirely yours. You can spend another year watching other people live the lives you wish you had, scrolling through your youth one pixel at a time, or you can put the phone down, accept a little bit of initial boredom, and actually start building something real. Nobody is coming to save you from your screen time report. Your favorite creators aren't going to text you and tell you to put the phone down. You have to be the one to break the loop. So here is your final reality check. When this video ends, don't immediately click on the next recommended video in your feed, close the app, throw your phone across the bed or put it in another room, go outside, open a notebook, or tackle that one task you've been putting off for weeks. Stop being a passive consumer of a life you aren't even participating in. Lock in, get off the screen, and go do something that actually matters. And if you want more on this, make sure you click the subscribe button and comment your thoughts below.